everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to discuss and continue with our chapter Comprehension Ability. Now, this is part number 49. Therefore, till now, we have already done 48 parts on this chapter, that is comprehension ability, or you can say reading comprehensions. So in our earlier sessions, we did many reading comprehensions or passages and questions based on it. In this session as well, we are going to discuss several passages. So let us see which passages we are going to discuss in this session. In this session, we will discuss passage number 64 and passage number 65. It means we are going to discuss two passages in this session and also questions based on these two passages. Okay. So as we did earlier, what we did, we actually read the entire paragraph, and based on which we had some questions which we figure out from the context of the passage. So in this session as well, we are going to do the same thing, that first of all, we'll read the entire passage, we'll try to figure out the meaning of that particular passage, we try to analyze the meaning or the concept or the theme of that particular passage, and after that, we'll try to figure out the questions based on that passage which are given to us. Also, because after when we have read the entire passage, we have an idea that where are the keywords or the locations of the keywords. So it will be very helpful for all of us to read the paragraph first and after that attempt the questions. Okay. So first of all, let us begin with the passage number 64. So as you can see over here that we are going to discuss passage number 64 and 65. It means we have already done 63 passages. So in this session, we are going to begin with passage number 64. So first of all, we'll start with this 64 passage. First of all, we'll read the entire passage, and after that, we'll attempt the questions based on this passage. So here, as you can see, the passage is very, very short. So first of all, let us read the entire passage. There are certain individuals who have a tendency to bore others. To bore others means when somebody talks to another person, but he is not interested in that at all. So that is a kind of person who have a tendency to bore others. It means these type of people, they just make other people bored. Okay. So, or they make such a situation in which is not liked by other people and which does not interest other people. These are people who are excessively focused on themselves. It means these kind of persons are, you can say, eccentric, or they only talk about themselves. They only excessively focus on themselves only. It means they do not bother about other person. Even they do not see that who else is sitting over there. They just talk about themselves. They just are focused. They just love themselves. Okay. And don't listen to when others speak. And they do not even listen to the people who are others, and what they speak, they don't even listen to them. Okay. They might even have lengthy conversations. Maybe possible they involve or they indulge in heavy conversation, lengthy conversations. Maybe their talks are too much. Yet with their pets when guests are around, may be possible. Then suppose there many guests are there and there is a person who is talking to his pet only. Okay, so he's continuously talking to his pet. It means it is a kind of situation where you are not bothering about others and you're not bothering about the feeling of others. You're not talking to your guest, you're not entertaining them, but you are talking to your pet. That is not the situation. Well, these kind of people do this, or have endless reminiscences about their own experiences. Reminiscence means somewhere related to the past, and endless reminiscence means they only talk about their past experience. They only talk about the things that they have done or something which is related to them or unrelated to others, without considering those of others. And they do not bother about others. They do not consider that other people are also sitting here, so we should talk to them, we should either ask about them, we should also learn about them, but they only talk of themselves. They do not bother about others. These types of people make feels like outsiders in their presence. It means if we are sitting with these kind of people, we feel like outsiders, as we are not related to that particular person, because he is not bothering us and he is only busy in himself. Okay, so he talks of himself and he only talks of himself, and he does not ask anyone else whether he is whether he likes it or not, or whether what else what other people do. He does not bother about that. So these kind of people, they have a tendency to bore others. Okay, so this is a paragraph on a person who is a kind of person that is eccentric, or you can say who makes other people inferior or outsider, who make other feels outsiders, and who have a tendency to bore others. It means in his company nobody enjoys. He only gets bored. Okay, so this is the paragraph about that particular, or about those kind of people. Okay, so this is a paragraph, a very short paragraph. Now we'll discuss questions based on this paragraph. So first of all, we have the first question over here. What are boring individuals typically like? They talk a lot. They are not very talkative. They are uninterested. They are dull. So what are boring individuals typically like? So here the question is asking us that if a person is boring, what is actually the main quality of him? What does he typically like? Okay, or these are people who excessively focused on themselves and don't listen to others when they speak. They might have lengthy conversations. It means they talk a lot. So according to this concept, the first option is they talk a lot. Yes, they did. So sorry, yes, they do. They are not very talkative. No, this cannot be the concept, because they really talk a lot. They are uninterested or they are dull. Of course, the answer will be A, that they talk a lot. That makes them bore. Okay. What makes for the most enjoyable company? People engage in casual conversation with you in a condescending manner. People listen to you attentively and admire you. People make you feel valued and interested in your conversation. People excessively compliment and praise you. Now, what kind of person you will feel that this company is most enjoyable? This is up to you what you can answer, but I feel that people engage in casual conversation with you in condescending manner. That is not the correct thing, because condescending manner, of course, he's talking about himself. People listen to you attentively and admire you. Yes, it can be, but if it does, people make you feel valued and interested in your conversation, I think this will be the best. So according to this, C will be the correct answer. This covers the entire part. Okay, people excessively compliment and praise you. Now, these kind of people are like sycophants or flatterers. So the correct answer will be C, because these kind of people really think, we feel enjoyable with these kind of person or the company of these kind of persons. Now let's move to the next one. Or the next question is, what does the term endless reminiscence refer to? As you can see this word over here, this phrase over here. Endless means which do not end, or which does not end. Reminiscence means something related to past. Now, if we see the options, a tedious and prolonged discussion, a conversation that lasts for a very long time, where conversation is a kind of talking manner where they talk with each other, where two people talk with each other. But if a person is boring and he talks or have the endless reminiscence, obviously it will not be a conversation. Okay, a series of events that continue for a long duration. Series of events means when some past event is told about, or the series of events, maybe about anyone. Now, if we talk about series of events, it must be, you can say it might be of the same person or the other. So we cannot see that this is the answer, because if it had been like a series of past events of or the experiences which he faced, so it could have been an answer. But it is not an answer over here, just because it is a series of events, and series of events can be any. Continuous recalling of past experiences without stopping. No, it is not like that. Actually, they talk of themselves. They are not talking about past experiences. In fact, they are talking about themselves. So it is actually a tedious and prolonged discussion which is not going to end. very soon. Tedious means boring. Okay, so it is A. A will be the correct answer. Now, this one is very close, but you can say this is at bigger, but it is not actually the answer. Why so? Because it is continuous recalling of past experiences. It means when somebody he calls of sorry he recall the past experiences, he recalls the past experiences, but past experiences can be of him or can be of others, and maybe possible they are real or the true stories about someone. So this is not actually the correct answer. So according to this, it will be a tedious and prolonged discussion. It means very long, too long and tedious, which is not interesting at all. Okay, so answer will be A. Now let us move to the next one, and the next question is, what does a person feel like an outsider in a group? When does? Sorry, it is when does. Okay. So when represents the time situation. It means when does this happen that a person feel like an outsider in a group? Though sitting in a group, he feels like an outsider. So where does this happen? Now let us see the options. And the options are when everyone is curious about him, when people discuss topics unrelated to him, when he does not know anyone, when he perceives everyone else in the group as more intelligent than himself. Now, according to this, if you see this, own experiences without considering those of others, these types of people make others feel like outsiders in their presence. Now, because they might even have lengthy conversations with their pets when guests are around. So, a kind of person who is not talking, who is not in conversation with their guests, with his guests, but he's talking to his pets. On the other hand, or have endless reminiscence means talking about himself only and his own experiences without considering those of others. It means he's not talking to others, or he's not asking the others' experiences, but he's talking of himself only. And these type of people make others feel like outsiders in the presence. So these kind of people, they make others feel as outsiders because they are just sitting and listening to him, and they are not sharing their views, they are not sharing their opinions, they are not sharing their experiences. So these type of people make them feel outsiders. Also, this kind of situation when person he's listening to that particular topic which is not related to him at all. So that is B, when people discuss topics unrelated to him. Suppose there is suppose there is a family, and a guest A comes to this family. What happens that this family is talking or busy in itself, and he's not talking to A, or maybe possible if he's talks to A, he just it just tells him about its family, but not considering about A, or not asking A anything. So that situation will make feel A as outsider. So its answer will be B, of course. I hope you understood this question. Now let us move to the next one. Now we have already done passage number 64. Now this is turn to read passage number 65. Okay, so let us read this passage number 65. So first of all, we'll read the entire passage, and after that, we will discuss the questions based on this passage. So now let us read the entire passage. Now, as the passage begins, Gandhiji, it means this is the passage about Gandhiji, the father of the nation. That is Mahatma Gandhiji. Gandhiji acknowledged that while everyone should have equal opportunities, not everyone possessed the same abilities. Now, this is something which is to be noticed, that everyone have equal opportunities. Okay. For example, every person in this world have only 24 hours in a day. But not everyone possessed the same abilities. But all the people, they do not have same abilities or same skills or same talent. Some individuals were capable of earning more than the others due to their talents. Now, some people are there, just because of their talent, they earn more than others. However, he believed that those with talent should use it wisely for the benefit of society. But what he felt, that a person, if he is very talented and he earns a lot and more than the others, so he should spend his money wisely, and he should also benefit this society. He should also use this money in the benefit of society. Gandhiji expressed his willingness, okay, it means his desire, to allow intellectually gifted individuals to earn more. It means he said that people who are intellectually gifted individuals, it means who have people who have you can say God gift. For example, if there is a singer, of course he is very talented and he's God gifted, so he must earn more. Okay, but he believed that the majority of their higher earnings should be contributed to the common good. But he also thought that whatever he earns, the majority part of it should be contributed in the welfare of the society, or the people who are good, or you can say for the welfare of the society. According to him, those with talent and opportunity should see themselves as trustees. Trustees means uh, who make the benefit of other people, responsible for using their resources for the welfare of others. Gandhiji applied this idea of trusteeship to various aspects of life. Now let us see the options. The questions. So here we have the question number 1. And question number 1 is, what would be the best title for the passage? So if we see, the gist of this passage is about people who are stronger in a society and the other who are weaker. So these stronger because they earn more, they should, just to balance this gap or balance this inequality, just because of their talent, they are you can say they are having more, or they are earning more, so they should contribute the majority of their part of income in the welfare of others, so that the things can be balanced. Okay, so it is asked over here. The question is, what would be the best title for the passage? So if we see this question, what would be the best title for the passage? Now let us see the options. The options are Gandhiji's beliefs, Gandhiji's contributions, Gandhiji's views, and Gandhiji's personality. Now, if we talk about all these options, let us see. First of all, it is Gandhiji's beliefs. Now, beliefs are actually not of the one person, but of the society or of the religion, that he believed that these are the beliefs, that this should happen, or when something is meant to be true, that it is believed that this is truth or this is the story. So beliefs is not the correct word for this, because it is somewhere about Gandhiji's opinion on those people who earn more or who earn less. So Gandhiji's contribution. So contribution of Gandhiji has not been talked about over here. Gandhiji's views. Yes, it is actually views, because in the entire passage you can see that it is talked about the views or the opinion of Gandhiji, what he thought of those people who earn more and because of their talent and skills, and the other people who are weaker section of the society, or you can say they do not earn more just because they are not God gifted or they do not have talent, though they have the equal opportunities. Gandhiji's personality. No, we have not discussed personality of anyone over here, or the personality of Gandhiji. Therefore, the correct answer should be C, that it is the passage about Gandhiji's views or opinion. So answer will be C. Now let us move to the next one. The next question is, how did Gandhiji believe one could contribute to society? Now let us see the options. By working with integrity, by making a good income, by possessing talent, or by utilizing talent effectively. Now, if you see over here, it is written, believe that those with talent should use it wisely for the benefit of society. Wisely means with the, you can say talent effectively, or in a wise manner. So according to this, D will be the correct answer, that by utilizing talent effectively. So according to this, D will be the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question. And the next question is, what was Gandhiji's stance on equality? So, equal rights in politics, equal treatment in society, fair opportunities for all, and absolute equality in every aspect. Actually, he's not only talking about equal opportunities, but also equal distribution of income. So, according to this, D will be the correct answer. That is absolute equality in every aspect. There should be equality in every aspect, because in the very first line, he said that everyone should have equal opportunities, not everyone possessed same abilities. So, what they should capable of more than others due to their talents. However, he believed that those talents should be wisely for the benefit of society. Gandhiji expressed his willingness to allow intellectually gifted individuals to earn more, but he believed that the majority of their higher earnings should be contributed to the common good. According to him, those with talent and opportunity should see themselves as trustees responsible for using their resources for the welfare of others. Okay, so Gandhiji applied this idea of trusteeship to various aspects of life. Now let us move to the next one. And the next question is, what does trustee mean? As you can see this word over here, that as trusted, as trustees. So the options are, as you can see over here, that someone who trusts others, someone responsible for managing property on behalf of others, a group of individuals entrusted with responsibilities, an official appointed by the state to handle wills and trusts. So according to this, it is written, as you can see over here, that themselves as trustees responsible for using their resources for the welfare of others. So it should be some responsible for managing property on behalf of others. So B should be the correct answer. Okay. Now let us move. Okay. Now all the questions we have already discussed of these two passages. These two passages were short but very interesting. In one, we have read about Gandhiji and his views, and in the former one, we discussed about a person who have a tendency, who is capable of making others feel, you can say, which can who can make other feels outsiders or bore them. So about that kind of people. So you must also have opinion about these two type of people. But if we talk about the latter passage, do frame your opinion whether this is correct or not. It can be the debate topic for you all. So you can practice it just to make yourself better in English. Okay. So till that time, thanks to you. We'll meet in another session with some more passages. Till then, stay tuned with us. Thanks to you.